Da 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 da. Na 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 na. That last part is Jurassic Park. That didn't make any sense. New Star Wars game is in the works, ladies and gentlemen, and Jedi Fallen Order has some updates that we cannot wait to play and try out. We're talking all things Star Wars today on the show right now. Oh, it's a great day on the internet, everybody. Welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And today we're talking all things Star Wars. Two giant pieces of news. One is much bigger than the other one. One is an update, and one is some news about what we're going to expect down the road from Star Wars titles. Lucasfilms Games. It's massive excitement. You feel that energy. Feel some Marvel news that has been coming out. Got the new shows. We got some Star Wars news to get that craving that you guys want. You want that Star Wars in ya. So, we have the news that a brand new Star Wars game is in the works. And it's going to be Ubisoft that is going to be taking it on. So, Massive Entertainment has announced that they're doing a new open world Star Wars game. And it's going to potentially have the elements from the creative team behind the Division. So getting that kind of open world-esque, maybe Division style game could be in the works, and it is in the works, but finding out more details soon to come. So they had an interview with Wired, and they were talking about this whole announcement where it is going to be a story-driven open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft. Now, the big thing is that we've talked about is that we know that EA has had this deal with Lucasfilms Games and the Star Wars properties for all these games like Battlefront that we have played in Battlefront 2 for the last, several years now. When they signed a deal in 2013, originally having this deal signed off where we were getting all of the Star Wars games that we have known so far. This is very, very interesting because I think that as gamers, and we were all under the impression that that deal was like a 10-year deal and it wasn't quite up just yet, and that we were going to get a little bit more from the EA side of things. Now, we have seen over the years, guys, as you know, that, the EA titles for Star Wars have not done so well. We had a lot of controversy when it came around to like the Battlefront games, where it was a lot of, loot boxes and loot crates, and they really, really destroyed it. Now, they have turned that game around, because if you've gone back even now on like Game Pass and booted it up for free through EA Play, it's actually really, really fun. It's a beautiful game. They've unlocked everything. Like, it's worth going back to, even if you just need a quick little Star Wars fix. That's what I'm going to be doing today, by the way. Now, Lucasfilm Games had come out on Monday and said that basically the future games that they're going to have are going to fall under the umbrella of Lucasfilms Games. And we are seeing titles from Ubisoft. We would potentially still see titles from EA with Star Wars. And we see it with other titles and announcements coming out, like we did with Indiana Jones for that little teaser that just came out the other day, hyping that up with Bethesda. So what I think that we can kind of gather from all of this, number one, very exciting news that we are going to get a broader story-focused open world game for Star Wars, because as fans, I know you're clamoring for something to really sink your teeth into. Jedi Fallen Order was a good game. Some people said it was a great game in a lot of aspects. We're going to talk about Jedi Fallen Order in just a minute, by the way. But this announcement gets me very, very curious to see what they can do, but also on the business side of things, how Lucasfilms Games is going to expand their catalog and work with other developers. I personally love this because you get it like, I think of it like Marvel and Marvel movies, and Disney taking that approach where you have other directors doing these films, doing the Marvel movies that we love. You're going to have kind of similar people behind each of the movies, but you give different directors the ability to write the stories for, Guardians of the Galaxy versus Ant-Man versus Infinity War. You get different stories played in. You can see everyone else's creative juices flowing throughout all of this, and you get other people's little spins on it versus locking it in to just one team, one franchise like EA. And we see when it doesn't go well, how it really can impact the brand. And for Disney, for Star Wars, the brand is massive. Like, it's massive, massive, massive. So it's very critical for Lucas to be able to work with other studios, very, very talented studios like Bethesda and like Ubisoft to provide these amazing experiences beyond what EA might be able to do. You give other people a crack at it. And I think this is really great because it would all ultimately come under the umbrella of Lucasfilms Games. And then you would have a Bethesda title and you would have an EA title, a Ubisoft title, and so on. It allows for a lot more creativity and expansion of the Star Wars universe. So this has got Matt all tickled because it just means good stuff. Now, we're probably not going to see this game. This is simply just the announcement. So we're probably going to see this title in a couple of years when it's coming down the road. But it has me very excited because if they're going to do a story-based Star Wars game, Division-styled, that would have me very curious. Really enjoying the Division as that open world online game. I love the ability to rank up my character. I love to be able to have my own, design my own Star Wars hero or villain and take them through this world, an open world, potentially have it built with online. Like, you're getting a lot of talent when it comes to the team over at Ubisoft with the Division as a game title itself, and taking elements in what works from that and bringing it into a Star Wars universe. Like, could you imagine if we are going to get, like, being able to fly through space, to be able to be grounded on the ground, like, to be able to have there's so many ways you can go with this in terms of a story, not only with a narrative campaign, but able to expand it into online, you know, DLC, let the title grow. And I think that's what people would want, is to be able to finally sink their teeth into a universe, a Star Wars universe, and a Star Wars game that allows them to not only do a tight campaign, but able to expand beyond that and really get that love for Star Wars out of them. Because they want to play a good Star Wars game. Now, continuing the conversation about Star Wars, the last piece of news that just came out was that we did get a massive update and a wonderful update for Jedi Fallen Order. So if you are a Star Wars fan and this news excites you, then what I suggest is that we all go and either give Jedi Fallen Order a shot, download it, or turn it back on, guys, and get the updates going. Because we just got the announcement that we are getting some brand new updates that are going to improve the graphical and performance fidelity of that game. So we're getting updates for Fallen Order across all of our platforms, from our Series S, X, and PlayStation 5. You are getting all of these modes getting updated. It is a fantastic reason to be able to turn on that game right now on your brand new consoles. So guys, I'm taking a look at the article posted by Polygon, and I'll have references for that below so you guys can go check that out. The Series S is going to get a frame rate increase to 60 frames per second, and it was up from 45 frames per second. The Series X, we got performance mode, so you're going to get frame rates increased to 60 FPS, and you get dynamic resolution added from 1080p to up to 1440p, so that's for performance mode. Then you're going to get your normal mode, which is going to be post-processing. It's been increased to 4K, and you get the dynamic resolution range from 1512p to 2160. So you are going to get basically your performance mode versus fidelity mode for Jedi Fallen Order. It's already a great looking game. This is really going to grab me personally to come back into that title, to be able to finish it off, to be able to see those enhancements, because I love being able to flick between both. Like, I love that when I had Spider-Man and being able to switch between those modes, and I love that we're getting this with a lot more titles. Now, if we look at the PlayStation side of things, you're getting the frame rate increase to 60 FPS on your PS5. You get up to 1440p, and you get dynamic resolution has been disabled, and the game is rendering at 1200, which is up from about 810 to 1080p. So again, overall, PlayStation gamers, PlayStation users are going to get a full boost to Fallen Order. And if you're on the Xbox side of things, even on the Series S, guys, being able to have a Series S, you know, if you get Game Pass and a Series S and you got Star Wars loaded up, you're getting 60 frames per second, which is beautiful. And if it's anything like what we experience on Spider-Man, I use that as an example because the 60 FPS mode with that, with web slinging, moving around combat, the quick movement, the agility pieces, and that's what I think of with Fallen Order, is climbing up rocks, mountains, jumping over, using my lightsaber. If I'm getting 60 FPS with that, oh, it's going to be a fun day. So I'm very, very excited for this. So ladies and gentlemen, does it have you excited? Does a new Ubisoft game of Star Wars excite you? Will this bring you in? When do you think that we would get more news? And better yet, when do you think that a game like that would actually launch? I have a feeling that it's going to be a long ways away because they are probably not very much in development. It's probably very early pre-production right now if we're getting an announcement like this. But it has me very excited for the franchise as a whole, to be able to see it expand, to get things like Indiana Jones with Bethesda, to have Ubisoft get their hands on a Star Wars title, an open world story-based game. This is really, really exciting to allow Star Wars fans to really enjoy the property that they love. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Are you excited about this? And we got some updates for Jedi Fallen Order, so go ahead and turn that on and get playing right now, because it's gonna be a fun day and it's all things Star Wars. I got Darth Vader back there too. I gotta set him up. It's gonna be mad that I did the Jurassic Park theme at the beginning. Sorry, Star Wars fans. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, thank you guys for assembling with us. See you later.